What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 5 and in this top tutorial I'm going to talk about Rust variable binding and the scope. So in the last video we have seen how to declare a variable, and in this tutorial we will see how to what is variable binding and what is the scope of the variable within Rust. So first thing first, so what is variable binding? So if you go through the theoretical definition, so variable binding means declare a variable without initialization. So you just give a name of a variable and you haven't assigned anything with respect to value or other things. Like if your variable is integer, you haven't assigned any integer value. If your variable is character or string, you haven't done anything assigned to that variable. Just you create the variable with some specific name. So that is known as variable binding in Rust. So, and what is scope for variable binding in Rust? So scope is local, always local, and remains live within a block. Okay, so it means in Rust the variable scope will be always local and will remain between the block. And a block is a collection of statements enclosed by a bracket or braces, and shadowing is allowed. And shadow is, I will explain this thing what is shadowing, and I have taken this reference from this Rustlang official site. So what is benefit of this thing? Whenever an object goes out of scope, it destructor is called and it is owned, resources are freed. Okay, it means whenever we are going outside of the the block, the variable will be automatically the memory or the heap owned by the variable is automatically freed. Okay, and this behavior shield against the resource leak bug, so we'll never be manually need to free the memory or worry about the memory leakage. So that is why Rust is memory safe and fast and concurrency concurrent programming language. All three things are achieved together. So again, you can read more about this theoretical part from this website, which is Rust official documentation, where the Rust official documentations are available. So examples using code. Okay, so let me go to, so first declare a variable without initialization. How to do that thing? Okay, so first thing first, let me open my remote desktop where we actually have installed this Visual Studio code and all. So first thing, fn main this, and after that this. So let's declare a variable without initializing. So now let a equals to 1 2 3. Okay, so this statement is known as variable binding. Okay, and here actually we are doing the actual initialization. So if we run this thing, print ln, and after that this a, and let's save this thing now. Definitely it will throw some error. See, could not compile this thing. Okay, and what is the error? Error is here actually. I'm just try to find the error. Where is the error? Yes, see, could not compile the Rust program. So now there is a statement like Rust will take care of your all the memory management related activities during the time of compilation. So when it is actually trying to compile this thing, here actually it is getting some sort of like exception that this variable has been initialized without assigning any value. So that is why it is not going to print anything, even it is not able to generate any output. But if you do the same thing in C, like those are actually coming from C or C++, we'll definitely get some sort of garbage value for this attribute. But here nothing is such as garbage collector or garbage like management or something like that. So here everything is automatically managed by the Rust compiler. So that is why you don't need to worry about your memory management or other stuff. Okay, so to run this application, what you have to do, you have to again assign this, and then if you run this thing, see it is working now. So in this way you can declare your variable without assigning any value. So that thing is known as your, what you see that thing is known as variable binding. Now scope of the local variable is we have seen, so we'll explain all these things now, so with some example. Okay, so let me move on to here. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create one variable, let a, and after that 1 2 3 like this. Okay, fine, and in between this I will create another braces, and here what I'll do, I will define another variable b, and I will give is 3 2 1 and this. Okay, and here I will write print, sorry, some typo. Okay, so this like this. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. So this is the like outermost block, so variable is declared here, so the scope remains until this box or this bracket close. Okay, so this a is available here and it is the inner block. Here inside the block I have defined this thing b, or declared this thing, so this is also will remain here. But now if I, and after that I print this thing, for this thing it will throw an error cause this b is available within this block, this b is not available here, which is the outermost block. Okay, so that is why we will not be able to run this program. See, local variable cannot file the variable b, it is showing. So let me run this thing and we'll explain this thing why this is happening. Okay, so let's run this thing now. See, could not compile this thing here, cannot find the value b in this scope. Okay, so that b is not available. Okay, but if I remove this thing, so here it will also execute, so here it will print 1 2 3 space 3 2 1, here it is 1 2 3. So we need to just, so let's run this thing now. See, 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3. So in this way we have seen what we mean by scoping within Rust execution block or the this within brackets. Okay, so again every variable has its own scope and that is known as local scope. So let me go back to the slide where I actually define this thing. Scope is local and image live within the block. So if I come here, see, scope is local, so it is defined here, so it is local always within the block, and it is always remains within the block. That is the first statement. Okay, and what is the second statement? Block is called as collection of statements enclosed by bracket, and shadowing is allowed. So what is now shadowing, right? What is shadowing? Okay, I just shadowing is something where actually you can copy one variable value, or let me explain using this example, then it will be easier to understand. Okay, so a is here, suppose, and if I define a equals to 3 to 1, okay, or okay, so what is going to happen here? See, we declared a variable with 1 to 3, but again within this local scope I have created the same variable name with another value. So now what is going to happen? As I told you, variable is always variable scope remains the local. So within this scope, now this variable has changed with this value, but again here it will be this value. Okay, because this variable scope will be finished after inside this block. So once we close this block, that will be like unknown to the compiler again. So that time 1 to 3 will be picked up, and here within this scope, so 1 to 3 will be lost when we declare with this line. Okay, so now let's run this thing. See, 5, then 3 to 1, and then 1 to 3. So this statement, or this is the way of creating variable with the same name but multiple copies of the different values, is known as shadowing. So Rust even supports shadowing. Okay, shadowing will be very much useful whenever you are going to do some sort of looping operation, or you are building if some sort of data pipeline. That time it is going to help you. Actually, you don't need to worry about any other variable name or something similar to that. Rather, we just only changing the value or interchanging the values. So definitely this is one of the very unique feature. Also some other programming language also support. This is not something like new. Mostly all programming language supports, but just because we are doing or dealing with this local or variable scoping and binding, I just thought of creating this thing. And again, this shadowing is one of the unique features for all system programming language, and every programmer should know this. Okay, so I think that's it. So what I'll do, I will just copy paste the whole code and we'll upload here. And don't worry guys, I will definitely try to upload the source code as well as a separate GitHub repository to our separate source code file, or the Rust program .rs file to our GitHub repository file. So in the future you guys can definitely refer to this things. Okay, so that's it guys. Hope you guys enjoying the series. So still we are dealing with the fundamental concepts of Rust, but as I told you, I'll be going very slowly and I'll explain all the fundamental or the basic building blocks of Rust, cause until and unless you are not completely confident enough with your fundamental concepts of Rust, you will not be able to expertise the programming language. Okay, Rust is a kind of programming language which is very much related to system programming. To develop some efficient system or system programs, you need to be 100% clear on your basics. Okay, so whether it is C++ or Rust, it is always same, like 80% effort you have to give to understand the basics, and after that, once your foundation is solid, you are confident enough, then you can go ahead and kill the show, you can rock the show. Okay, so that is the intuition guys. I hope you understand the points. So this is fifth tutorial, but I can highly recommend you guys, so whatever till now we have seen, you can write some sort of code. So I'll highly recommend or advise you, this is my personal advice, just try to grab pen or paper, start writing some code, and after that try to compile all those things. It will give you definitely some sort of confidence, and you guys will feel like more comfortable with the language. Until and unless you are not writing your own code by your own, it is not going to help you. So that is the one piece of advice. So that's it guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, hit the like button, and also if possible try to share our videos with your family, friends, whoever is actually interested to learn Rust. And for the Udemy students, thank you very much, thanks for purchasing this course. It is actually benefiting me in every aspects, and also encouraging me to create some other materials or quality material for you, and I'll always try to improve my quality. And if you guys are having any doubt, suggestion, feedback, can directly communicate with me via Udemy instructor message box, or you can send me direct message. I will always available, I'll try to help you. So that's it guys, hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.